My honorable.
How are you, my brother?
I'm fine, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while, sir.
Yes, it's been a while. I mean, we've not seen for so long, since May, I guess.
Yeah, how is the political terrain, sir?
Well, nothing much has changed. Nothing has shifted. We still await the final results, even though the time for the uploading has already elapsed. But we are yet to get any official feedback from our party.
Yeah, sir, last time we had a discussion, we didn't really tell us the party you're going to. Which party are you now?
Well, I aspired under the Nigeria Democratic Congress, that's the NDC.
Okay.
And we had the primary on the 29th, and we had our own reports to the state ESCO and also to the national ESCO with all our documentations and video. And we have assured them that if they need any information from us in terms of further evidence, we have at least 3 hours of recordings that showed everything that transpired on that day and how my candidacy was assured on that day with the vote of the people. Yes, House of Rep Oshodi-Isolo.
Under Oshodi-Isolo.
Federal Constituency 1, yes.
Constituency 1.
Yes.
We learned that there was an issue on that very day of election. Can you really explain what transpired?
I mean, some journalists too were there. I mean, we were there. 3 of us were to, contest in that election. Myself, my good friends, Barrister Mustafa, and Mr. Owadara. That's the guy they call RMD.
Okay.
They call me Akin Akin. If you look at those videos of that, you'll be hearing Omo Akin. This is the, so we had the primary, and it was very tough at the beginning, but somehow we called ourselves together, the 3 aspirants. We sat down in a room and with some party leaders, and we agreed to allow the process to go on. Of course, we went back, and our supporters queued behind us. I was in the middle with obviously the largest crowd, and they started with my own count. It was when they got to 174.
171.
They stopped, and I think we were supposed to count the next one, but no other vote was counted thereafter. Some boys started beating others. They are hitting people with stick and all sorts, shoving people. It wasn't really something good. I mean, transit in a very small primary shouldn't be allowed, not in the new party.
So what is the next step? Because I think by now, uploading of a candidate's name on the INEC server has been completed.
Yes,
the result has not been announced under Oshodi-Isolo Constituency 1.
No one should declare himself as except you have seen your name and your name has been published. Anybody can be declaring himself or herself as the case may be. But what we know is that there is party supremacy. We have tabled all our observations, with the party. For instance, in my own constituency, from the list of the people that were to vote, we only have about 270 something. I can check and confirm. Okay, we have 279 registered party members to vote in that election, of which even on camera, some of your journalists, I saw some snippets everywhere. They've counted to 174 before the disruption of the. So if you take 174 from 279 that I told you about, I should be declared the winner, and rightfully so. I believe the party is doing the right thing, and I expect that I'll fly the flag of the party in the general election.
Okay. So with what happened, what transpired on that very day, what is the NDC saying? Because I believe, to me, it's like the Oshodi-Isolo Constituency 1 is the only constituency that the candidate has not been announced. What is going on? What is actually going on?
Well,
is there really underground,
I'm not sure any other local government or constituency has been announced. That's the truth. The party has not given us any official announcement. Election is a process.
Okay.
Pre-primary, during primaries, post-primary. The guideline allows for appeals. you can appeal. For instance, if you brought two thugs and come and disrupt, and you can be disqualified. You can't be disqualified. Look, the challenge I'm having now, I mean, that is very disturbing. There are two things. I saw a list purportedly by some states, some national returning officers putting the name of somebody that never attended, that never participated in the primaries. And we questioned it. We have listened to the national. It's a process. The national will look at it. If anybody wants to be funny, the national will sit and do the right thing. I see somebody, saying that he has over 510 votes in an election that 279 people are supposed to participate in. How is that possible?
Yeah,
it's not possible. Somebody claims he has 510 votes in a hall that can barely take more than 300 people. The hall is still there. We can measure it.
Yeah.
So those are issues. You see, it borders on our integrity. The people or the person that will go and represent the people must be somebody with the character. Leave competence out of it. You must have character. How will you? I saw somebody posting on social media that is the candidate of the party, that he was at the primary election, and he was carrying the placard of another political party in Ghana. Is that possible? Can you contest with the NDC in Ghana and their umbrella logo? The only party that uses umbrella logo in Nigeria is the PDP, and it was not a PDP. So for me, those kind of people are not worthy to represent my own people, and that is why I will ensure I do the needful. I continue to fight for the people so that we can bring righteousness into our governance.
Yes, sir. Like I was trying to come on that because from an information I gathered, I learned that apart from the 3 people that contested under NDC on Oshodi-Isolo constituency 1, I learned that there is another candidate that was not even seen on the day of primary election that they are planning to use to replace those of them that contested election.
Well, so for me, that's not going to fly. What you are saying is true. I saw it also. I'm even told, because I saw a petition a few days ago from my supporters that look, they will not take anything short of having Akin AKINYEMI as the candidate of Oshodi-Isolo constituency 1, and that they don't know the guy that one of our leaders, is promoting. And okay, let's even assume you want to. It's his right to contest. He should come out and contest and tell the people and ask for their votes at the primary. But that was not done. And the next thing we saw was the same guy who has gone to a national daily to claim that he's the party's candidate, which is even an offense in the first instance. Yeah. You know fully well that you were not at the primaries to contest. You know fully well that you did not participate in the election, and you are going to a national daily to claim that you are the candidate of the party. And those ones also put it on their X account, formerly Twitter. So that is what we face in this part of the world. Look, so many people will contest for an election. Only one person will win. If it's a primary election, there's still a general election to be done. So we don't want a situation whereby you will do the primary and it will not favor the party ultimately. You want a situation whereby, look, when somebody emerges, let us congratulate the person. But it must be through a clean, a free and fair, credible process. That's what we are saying. If I lost that election on that day, I would have congratulated the winner. But there was no declaration of results. I'm not a fraudster. I will not say that Mustafa does not have people queuing behind him. It's not possible. He came with people. And somebody saying he has nil votes. How do you do that? Who gave you that authority? So the party should test it. But the biggest test is simple. That day, while my vote was counted, the 2 other candidates followed through. They saw it. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way to 175 before it was stopped. 174 rather. And look, I didn't need to explain anything to anybody. We have just 279. I can give you the details. I can send it to you for the 5 wards. You see the total number. One of them with 101, some with 43, some with 36. If you had everything together, what you get is 279. So if you take 170 out of it, can even the two candidates, whatever combine, can it meet my vote? So I appeal to the party because I know I am the winner and I know the party will do the right thing and field me in the general election and I will not disappoint.
So when are we expecting the results? When are we expecting? Because
What?
I can say that other parties have moved on. NDC is still trying to resolve one or two things. I hope people will not be robbed up.
No, I'm not sure it's justice delayed. If you look, even most parties also, they have the same challenge. The NDC is a new party. We all came in newly. I mean, nobody can say it's been in NDC for 1 year. So yes, you have the fitting challenges. You have the, and is a bride that everybody wanted. You find that the faces of the opposition, the big opposition figures in my constituency, all moved to NDC because we know that we know that there's a potential in that party, and that party is about service. And what I am about, I don't know of others. What I'm about is service. Nothing beyond that. It's service, quality one, true representation. That's what I'm about. So because we have a lot of, is a beautiful bride now, and we all embrace that beautiful bride. Yes, one of us will get it. Whatever the case is, we should still find a way to come together as one and deliver for the party. But in a situation where people have resorted to the old ways, the very archaic ways of snatching, of running with ballots, it won't work. It won't work. We will test it.
Okay, sir. What message do you have for your constituency? What message do you have for people, for your supporters? Because I know that you don't really have supporters only in NDC. You have supporters across board. So
I want my supporters to work with the party. Okay. I don't want my supporters to rock the boat. I don't want any protest at the moment because there's actually nothing to worry about. Because I'm only waiting for the party to reveal exactly the direction the party is going. So the speculations, the fights, I'm told on most platforms now they're having a lot of arguments, and some of my supporters are writing letters to the national. Yes, I mean whatever things we can do in a civil manner, we should do. But I don't want us to heat up the polity. I'm not sure that's the best way to go at this stage, not eating up the polity. Let us patiently wait. We have waited this long. Let us hope and be prayerful that yes, our mandate will be given to us, and then hopefully my opponents will come together, we will work together as one and deliver for the party. What is on ground to benefit is more than what we will lose. If we fight, if we quarrel, if we don't work as one to deliver for the NDC.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. So at least by let's say in the next 1 week, at least we should be expecting to hear good news.
Look, the good news is always there. Let me also warn you that the process is still on until late August. The INEC guideline allows for substitution. So you have to follow. It's a process. Election is a process. But some people are not used to processes. No, they are not. What they want is to do it in the very unusual way, in the very hard way, make things difficult, cause chaos, just scatter everything. It doesn't work that way. If we are in a hall and you count my votes, in an orderly manner, you count my opponent votes in an orderly manner, you count the third guy's votes in an orderly manner, and we see whoever wins. And the INEC witnesses and the DSS witnesses are there, and the electoral officer declares results before all of us. The moment the electoral officer declares results before all of us, it makes things easier, my brother.
Yeah.
If I lose, I will congratulate the winner.
Yeah.
And that's how democracy thrives. But when you now go, bring stick, hit people, blow people, injure people with blood coming out of, heads, that's no longer an election. That's the old way. I won't be a party to that. I will not. And anybody who is fond of doing that, should not be allowed in our electoral space going forward.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We'll keep it a date. Let's say next time, at least, I know you still join us here to discuss more on the politics. This is the facts.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And good luck. Good luck. I can see one of my opponents is watching. Barrister, if you are there, how are you? I hope you are doing well.
Okay, Barrister is watching.
He's watching. I can see him among the people watching.
Okay.
You know, he's a great guy, doubtless, no doubt. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. So, I mean, we've been together for so long. You know, we've been together. At least he participated in my campaign.
I don't know whether he would like to come on the platform too. We can still give him access.
Can you have 3 of us here? Let him come. We'll talk. He's my brother. Anytime.
Tell him 2 of you can come at the same time. You can be on the platform at the same time.
Yes, we can. So why not? Listen, there's no even if you see the third guy, I mean, you can add him, the R&D guy. All of us came from the same political party.
Yeah.
Even in the last election, myself and R&D were candidates.
Yes.
Barrister Mustafa was a state officer in that party. So it's a matter of state officer, state legal, assistant legal, House of Rep candidate, House of Assembly candidate. We were the 3 that contested.